everyone, welcome to RFG. This is our event here in Calgary that we're hosting for our relaunch. We're all looking forward to it, and you're welcome.
Yes, sir.
Alright, yo, so welcome. This is going to be on Empowering New Ideas. We're starting up the next episode for the series. I just gave a little bit of an intro to one of the guys here that's hosting this event for RFG. To kind of give you guys a little background, this is an amazing event, that's why I'm dressed this way. We got a few people here that I've never met before, a few people that I've seen on Zoom calls, making millions of dollars, thousands of dollars, and now I'm meeting them in person. So I'm really excited about what this opportunity has to present itself. Just to keep it short and sweet, I got into trading about 4 or 5 years ago when Trudeau was giving a bunch of stimulus checks out, right? Now I bought a laptop, I bought an iPhone, had about $500 remaining, and I spent $300 on a service that had a whole bunch of products to give me access to live mentorship, live trading, handbooks on where to start with Forex for beginners, understanding what I was putting into the market, mindset, motivations, just like how we're doing here, because, you know, it's usually 10% skill, 80% system and building the strategy, right? You do not need a lot of skill to press a buy or sell to profit off this market. And when I got into this company 5 years ago, I was learning how to make money while I was playing GTA and things like that. Now, we're over here 4 years later, I've been trading independently, and life has gotten a lot sweeter, especially within this past 2 years. For some of you guys that don't know, I use trading to help fund up my school for the first 2 years. I use trading to help pay my bills. I use trading to make connections with people that now put me in a position to win, and now I get to do the same for others. So this whole full circle moment is really unreal. I'm hella excited about what we got going on. If you guys don't know how AI works or what you can do with it, we are in the future and it's 2025, and I promise you, if you stick around the right people, if you listen to the right advice, you can make a lot of money this year, I guarantee you. Now, do you guys want now to get to the real point of the video, do you guys want real financial success for yourself? Do you guys want real financial success? Or are you caught up in the flex culture? Are you caught up in the fact that every day you wake up, you see these dopamine rushes of people that have cars and they're chilling around some nice girls and go into all these luxurious locations, but you don't feel like you can have that for yourself? Sometimes I feel that, you know, the way we perceive success isn't exactly the way that we need to. Sometimes when you love the work, especially when the work gives you a little bit of a rush, cashing out that trade, $200 in the morning, $100 after work, $500 on a Friday, feels amazing for yourself. So you guys can learn this skill just as easily as I learned it, and you do not have to be as dedicated or hungry, you just have to want it. Now, basically, trading with this company has now changed my mindset, like just trading in general. People you can trade and just have for individual gains, but you can trade and also leverage investment funds like prop firm funded accounts. If you've never heard about that, there are easier ways to make $1 million. There are easier ways to make $10,000. And yes, it looks like it's something that gurus and people teach and practice and preach all over the world, but I'm telling you guys right now, long-term success, especially if you understand where you're putting in your long-term investment with crypto, when you're putting your long-term investment with SEC or retirement funds, with your 401k, there's a lot of value that you guys can learn from this event, and I want to be able to share that with you guys. So with long-term success, I'd rather know that whatever I'm doing right now is planting a seed, and I can also see an investment and enjoy right now. If a lot of you guys can relate, some of us like to eat our candy before we have our main meal, right? Eat a little bit of dessert before we get into the main meal. And with that type of mindset, you find yourself look like, you know, you're flexing a luxurious lifestyle, you're posting trades, but you know at the end of the day that you ain't in a position that you really want to be in. Otherwise, you know what I'm saying, I think you live a quieter life. If you were really doing all these amazing things, you don't really need everybody up in your business. If you guys were watching the last video, we posted it and we talked about validation and how being hungry with your own drive, being hungry for your own success, limiting the amount of people that you let know about the plans that God has put for your life can open up doors for you. This week I learned the importance of just having a team. I'm not gonna lie. I got back into joining some of the calls that we used to host where they had trainings, they had onboarding calls. If any of you guys are ever interested and want to reach out, I will leave a contact somewhere on the screen for you guys to be able to do so. But this week reminded me that it is important to have a team backing up behind you. Building trading is amazing, but learning to build as a team is also where you can learn with a long-term success. I wouldn't have been able to get to any place as far as I have, if I was not able to have the large connections that I have, if I was not able to leverage and just be able to put myself in screens and positions to meet these people, today is gonna be an amazing day. So I wanna talk about this week where, you know, I had the start of the week. I journal a lot of my trades. I journal my trades because it's important to understand that even in any time of life, when you have a setback, that you know how to journal where you lost in the market, journal where that setback, where that pain point that caused you, and also learn from your mistakes so you can kind of move forward in the future. Now, I'm not gonna lie, at the start of the week, I even had a little bit of a flex culture where, you know, overconfidence and over arrogance, especially from last week, was beating onto me. So I started following my rules. However, I was trading a little bit scared. And on top of the fact that when I did have profitable days, they could have been a little bit more profitable. I had a trade exactly where I was going to bed. It's a Friday now, right? Friday push, we saw Norman Powell, Federal cut the rates for the Fed for crypto, and we saw about a 200 increase in price. That shit was ridiculous, I'm not even gonna lie. I only had a 0.05, and that made me about 200 USD just on its own. I only made that because I had a buy limit that was gonna activate either way. And I closed a profit that was already in profit beforehand because I didn't want to see any nonsense when I went to bed with that news. However, I wake up in the morning, my trade closed, and I'm like, what? I made $200 and I didn't even plan on it. So I'm grateful at the end of the day. But little things like this just, you know, remind me that, you know, it's not always about posting the results. It's not always about looking flashy for others. Like, trading was just as simple as pressing a button and minding my own business. Now, if you understand the reasoning behind it, that's what I mean by writing these points where you lose, you can take a lot more value for yourself and learn to not make that same mistake. And that's what makes us a lot more profitable. That's what's made me a lot more profitable. That's what's made me a lot more profitable. It's about consistency and it's about profits. And it's about staying in the long-term game, not just over-leveraging and taking these L's and setbacks for yourself. We don't want that. Now, a lot of y'all don't understand the importance of mindset. Mindset isn't just something that we preach and we just add a little bit of we add a little lo-fi, we add a little background music and start just yapping and talking for no reason. Mindset is extremely important to get you into anywhere into life. If you guys study psychology, I forgot exactly what it is, but I think it's your attitude makes up your behavior, which makes up the actions that you do consistently. And when you do these every single day, you're gonna understand there's certain things that you kind of fall into a constant habit and action each day that maybe you do like or you don't like. However, when you have a team of people that not only keep you accountable, give you the right tools and mentorship, give you the right environment to succeed, and also push you to be your best version of yourself, I'm telling you right now, you're gonna see those results a lot faster, especially if you were to do this by yourself when you're having them red days. Now, it's amazing to have them green days because when we're in profits, winning with a team, I'm posting the same trade I took in the morning and 11 other people took it with me. I feel a lot happier knowing that somebody else that I put on into this business can take this to a much further approach than I ever did, right? I got into this business and I started making 200. There's some people that come into this business and start making 2,000. So at the end of the day, it's not about your bank account, it's about the discipline and the way that you're able to receive information. If you do that well, you definitely will succeed as a business owner, but more importantly, succeed for yourself. So the main point of this video that I wanted to make is that I don't want to say all of the things that we're doing within this company, but I promise you guys, if you guys are willing to give it a chance, you'll be so happy that you jumped on board. I'm telling you, AI is a tool that we use with everything in our life right now, and if you're not using it, don't get left behind, you know what I'm saying? What we got going on is new innovations with not only charts for trading view, not only mentorship, copy and paste methods. I can literally make my 13-year-old brother understand how to trade and give him reasoning for why I took the trade and give him information on where to get the information on it. And give him information on where to understand more about what he's trading, right? So we don't just cover Forex, we cover crypto, we cover commodities, we cover all aspects of the financial market, and we show you how to profit from it. This is the actual way to sustain real growth this is the way to sustain real growth when you actually give yourself value. I want you guys to also look at it like this. The value that you guys are finding from these videos, the value that you guys are finding from being a part of these events, if you ever get on a one-on-one call with me or a seminar, you're gonna understand that, look, everything in life is an exchange, right? You go hang out with your girlfriend for the day, it's an exchange. You go to work, you clock in your time for hours just to get back money, right? That's an exchange. So you go to school, you take those classes, tests, it's an exchange of your mental ability to withhold information, right? So everything is an exchange, not a test. So, my bad. So everything is an exchange, not a test in life. And I want to encourage you guys that just like school, right? You guys spend about $1,000. I know this because I used to be that person. I'm fresh out of university. I spent about $1,000, $800 for a class in university. Now, we're doing that for a fraction of a cost. You guys can get started for 1 month, test it out. I at least say, the same way I took a chance 4 years ago in 2020, take a chance. If in 30 days you cannot devote at least 3 days of your time, and I don't mean the full hours of the day, I mean 2 hours of the day, maybe every single day, or 1 hour of the day every single day, just to at least learn a new skill, I promise you this will be a life changer for you, because people don't really look at it like, you know, I want to spend money to get better in life. I want to spend money on getting a better body, so I'm gonna spend on supplements. I'm gonna spend on the right gym membership. I'm gonna spend on the right people to be around, the right foods, right? If you guys look at the way life works like that, you've already spent quite a large sum of your paycheck on some of the things that may help your life, and sometimes we spend money on things that don't necessarily help our life, right? So I want to just be able to just let you guys know that this business being built is not just about flex culture. It's not just about looking good for social media. It's not just about being inauthentic to our people. It's about showing real transparency on when we take losses, and the real transparency is on how we're growing and how we're building something great. So the three things that help me the most is journaling my trades when I was reflecting instead of chasing trades and wins. Staying in community trading groups is what helped me actually have updates on things that I never even knew about. Updates on where I can invest my money, updates on possible reversals in news. Sometimes I look for myself, but when you have people that are holding you accountable, it really is amazing. And also one of the habits that I developed was reinvesting my profits into more knowledge. At the end of the day, for some of us that want to go chase our masters, we reinvest money into more information so we can better ourselves. So I want to just keep this short and sweet. I gotta go get back into the video. I got a lot of people that I invited today, but this isn't about my flex journey. This is about inviting you guys into the blueprint. And I promise you, if you allow me to be one of your mentors, or at least connect you with one of the people that have changed my life, I want to help you guys build the purpose blueprint. Not just for your mindset, not just for the actions in life, not just for being a better human being, but actually how to profit from the system, not letting the system cheat you, and also leveraging the resources that you have around you, because there's a lot. There's really a lot. Now, I gotta go meet up with some people. I challenge you guys today that if there's one thing that you want to get into, especially if it's about investing or trading or anything like that, give me a call. If you don't have my number, you can DM me at Empower New Ideas. I can send you some of the information, set you up on a call, and if you guys would like what I got to offer, give it a chance. I promise you guys won't be disappointed. And at the end of the day, it's something new for you. So I don't want to just have you guys just be like open fish in a barrel. I'm gonna teach y'all how to catch some more fish, so y'all don't ever need me ever again. You feel me? But it's gonna be hella exciting. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. If you guys want to see more, we're gonna be on with our next episode really soon. So yeah, I gotta get straight to it, get to work. My camera's about to die. I'll holler at y'all later.